Okay, guys, so
Just when the music starts? Like,
Yeah.
This
is by vlog 10, I reckon we'll be right, or podcast 10 will be good. So obviously this is our first podcast, so we got the best in the business on the podcast.
Yeah, well, this is my first podcast as well.
Oh, there you go. So we've got Naish Chapman, which Naish is our #1 designer. So I met Naish a couple of years ago now. I'll start a story. Naish will fill in the gaps, and yeah, we'll end up where we're at the moment. I suppose is probably the easiest way. And then the things that the services and the things that you do are unbelievable. So I was actually following Naish on Instagram. I was seeing some pictures that he'd done. I saw some people that he'd worked for, saw some car stuff, but I'm not a massive car guy other than F1. I love,
You used to drive though, didn't you?
Yeah, but I'm not a kind of, not like nut. Like,
Yeah.
I love cars, but to the limit that you guys...
But you wouldn't spend money on a car, just...
I probably would, but I got to have money first. But probably the point is where, with a boat, I know the inside, the outside, all the intricate details. Like I loved, XB Falcons and XD Ford Falcons and XWHOs, but to the extent where you guys get into like you hear a car guy talking about what wheels and aero and brake kit and all that. I'm not into all that shit, but then you start seeing the detail, you're like, this is crazy. This guy's got some cool skills. And then, long story short, when I got a phone call from David, your long-term mate, he's like, I've got this guy, his name's Naish, man, you get a boat, send him some photos, and I'm going to make a cool design. And I'm like, fuck, man, it's like me thinking, we're pretty good at what we do, right? What's a designer going to do? And then I'm like, all right, send the photo, and then it's like, holy shit, this is next level. Like, that's what it comes to.
But I had no idea what I was doing at the start.
No,
I'm like,
and you wouldn't know
what do you mean? There's panels. Like, I know a car, but
so
a boat's completely different.
Correct. So it's kind of, that's been a really good adventure, I suppose. But just seeing that first boat going, this actually isn't a diagram. This is like something you'd want to, like, I'd put on the office, because it's like you're proud of your boat. You know what I mean? Like, it just shows it in a different light that's never been shown before. So it's like, and then every time since then, and we send the designs to the customers, they're like, oh my God, this is crazy. Yes. As we've gotten better, that's the good thing.
Yeah. Well, I think my whole mindset with doing those design renders is we want to sell the dream.
100%.
So we don't want something that's flat and two-dimensional, like, whereas that would be a good way to talk to production and in terms of, streamlining the process. But we want to sell the dream and sell the idea. And the good thing is now people send photos of their boats in their shed, on the water, whatever it is. And in context, I draw over the top.
Yeah.
And then they see exactly,
I
think to 95% what the boat's going to look like.
100%. I mean, there is always slight variations in sometimes the designer, when I'm like, give me a Naish design, sometimes it's like, it's wild. But 9 times out of 10, they're like, man, I never could have thought of that,
Yeah, well, I know how you guys operate now, and I know what is and what isn't in your terms of manufacturing capabilities, and like, there's not much you guys can't do.
No.
And if there isn't something you can do, I know we can work to a solution to come up with a way of doing that.
Yeah, that's been amazing. Seeing the level of our design scope go up, because we would never thought of it. And because I think sometimes you get stuck in that box where you're like, this is what a boat should look like. Where you got someone like you that, although sometimes I'm like, nah man, what are you thinking? But because you have no boundary on that, you're so fresh to it, it's like, oh, how good is this? You know what I mean? So that's where, again, like, if I was to design a car interior or do a car interior, I'm not a car guy, I wouldn't do it. Sorry, man, I couldn't do it. I'd go to Auto House, because they're the best. They're like, man, go to Auto House. They're the leaders by far, which, I mean, you're the designer for them as well.
That's how I met Dave through. So.
Well, yeah, so tell us that story.
David Barkos, him and I actually met at a burnout competition 10 years ago in some random location in country Victoria.
Ballarat or something. I think you told me the story, or you were somewhere.
It was
like
up that way. Yeah, it was up that way. Anyway, it was like 38 degrees, and I'm like, I do artwork as, you know, a part of what I do. I do hand drawn commission pieces for, you know, automotive enthusiasts all over the world. But I was at this event as a guest, and so was Dave. He trimmed a car up there or something.
Right, yeah.
And we just got talking. He's like, "Cool, man. I like your drawing." And I was drawing live in this hot tin shed, sweating my ass off and trying not to drip on the paper and all that. Anyway, we just bonded, and he's like, "Oh, do you reckon you can draw a car interior?" I'm like, "I'll give it a crack, man." And so my background before, you know, I was concentrating on the artwork, I studied industrial design at Swinburne. So design's something I've always been passionate about and always wanted to push. And industrial design's really cool. The course you do gives you a lot of scope in terms of what you want to focus on, but it touches on everything from like graphics to modeling, concept design, renders, the design process, which is something that, you know, is drummed into you religiously.
Yeah.
Anyway, we just got chatting, and post the event, I took a trip down to Carrum Downs and saw what Dave's setup is like, and he gave me a go. Same as you. He's like, "Here's an interior.
Yeah.
See what you can do."
Throw in the deep end.
And it's literally just spawned from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the stuff you do now is out of control. Like,
Well,
the commission work, the builds you do, like
the builds are nuts.
The trip we just went on, like 2 weeks ago into Indo, and you're standing there. There's a McLaren.
There's literally like there's McLarens, Aston Martin, like there's everything under the sun. Man. There's a lot of Defenders.
Yeah. For
the Europe market.
That's the stuff. That's the thing that I'm like, shit, this is so good. We get access to someone like Naish that just has this world. Like, that's the thing that I found so different, was because you have, like, Europe is different to America. America's different to Australia, where you can see, well, that doesn't fit in that scope design, and that fits with that. And so that's the thing that I was like, what kind of feel do we want? Do we want a sporty feel? Do we want a luxurious feel? Like, that's the cool stuff that I was like, we could, in all honesty, we could never do that. The only way we could do that is hire a design studio, which at the end of the day, we couldn't. But now with what we do, we've got a design studio. He's sitting here, and it's freaking amazing. So
yeah, and I guess how I operate is very unique, because I do touch on all those different areas like marketing, you know, graphics, social media as well. Like, we do some social media stuff, but the core of what I'm passionate about is new product design and bringing that to life and seeing that become real. There's some reward in that, you know.
How cool is it when we send you a photo of the boat done? It's like,
look, man, you drew so it. Cool. That's sick, the validation for me. It's like, you mean it's real?
Yeah, it's
like,
there, man.
It's like when you're a kid, you're drawing away, you're imagining all this cool shit, you're putting, you know, obnoxious spoilers on cars, and you wish that they were real. Yeah. And now the drawings, they come to life.
It's unreal. So Naish does, if anyone here, reach out to Naish Art. He is the gun, draws cars, boats, you name it, he does it. Design, he does our design scope journeys for a lot of our customer design, our customer journey, our new concept, which is a gunner, proof of concepts, new builds. He, you know, just if you've got anything that you can think of, he's worth a phone call. He's unbelievable. He does so much freelancing, which is so good. That's one thing that I've learned in the last, 3 or 4 years, is you collaborate with people like you, people like David. Mate, where do you end up?
Oh man, we're building such a cool culture, and even Josh and Aldrin and the team as well. Like, everyone's bringing something to the table, and it's infectious. It's like we left that trip going, man, like the scope of the global things that everyone was talking about was mind blowing. But when we nail it, like, actually bring it down and think about it, and this new boat in a box concept, it's actually going to change the industry. So
I suppose the technical, we are actually physically building the complete interiors with Naish's design, and our global partner, we are basically building the complete upholstery of the boat.
Not just the skin.
No, not just the skin. We're talking the HDPE frame, the seating, the machining, the componentry is actually, as we speak, getting built in our facility, and it's going to go to another facility in Australia, and we're going to bolt it into a boat 1,400 kilometers away, and it's going to clip in like nothing else. So
yeah,
that's pretty cool. When we had footage with Naish, you know, like we were there and we didn't even know this was going to happen, and I'm like, Naish, I need you to draw this boat, man, get this concept down.
And, you told me what it was for, and we talked about the boat concept, and
but to actually see you do it, and I'm like, man, we've got to do it. You've got a design team over there that work like,
well, yeah, I know
you're training and teaching.
Well, I know that they'll translate the renders that I do into production form.
Yeah.
So I'm confident that anything I do and how I work, they know that relationship, so I don't have to walk them through that anymore.
I think that's so, like, yeah, like what you said, we've come across a group that are so for the cause, man. It's just like for this cause, and it's like, man, we're changing shit that's never been like.
Yeah, and like the amount of materials you've got stored there, like you're ready to go.
We are rolling, like it's unbelievable. So the rollout is proof of concept, and we've got still a lot of work to do, but then, you know, with Naish and, you know, our other partners, it's unbelievable. You know, in the next couple of months, like what we've done in 2 years is pretty crazy, and I think we're just touching
the tip,
it.
I think, at the moment. Like,
if it can be thought, we can do it, which is pretty cool. So I might think of something. Naish has access to design engineers, teams that we can work out. We can, you know, build the concept, build the proof.
Yeah, things that I have no idea how the intricacies work, but we know the right person to contact.
It's unbelievable. So that's been awesome. It's been an awesome journey. But yeah, the customers have really appreciated the design. That's one thing, I think, because boats are such a visual. I mean, cars are obviously too as well. When you love your car, you're passionate about it. But boats are so unique, I suppose, compared to like a VF Commodore. You know, they're the same. Millions of pumped out, so that's why they're so important to get your little Naish, little signature kind of nice little part in it, where a boat's a little bit more.
Yeah, I think the reason why, you know, I like the marine stuff is it's a larger, you know, canvas essentially to draw on. So there's a lot more, you know, how does this foam panel fit into this part, and how does that back roll then have the relationship to the backrest and stuff. It's like
some of the houseboats that we've built.
Those houseboats are sick, man. Yeah,
they're just next level, and the finish is unbelievable. The customers are like, I mean, and credit to them. They could have anything they want in the world. Like they could buy whatever they want. They come and choose us, and they're like blown away. They're like, man, this is the best thing I've ever seen. And that's the cool stuff that you're like, man, I'm so happy that they're wrapped, because they chose to work with us, and then the result, we send them this concept, and then this is, you know, a couple of options, and they're like, oh my God, you know, you're building to that caliber of customer. You cannot just get a piece of paper and draw it. Like you are literally getting handed pieces of art, and I think
and we're taking them on the journey, and I think that's the big thing, is like people at that level in life, I suppose, want to feel some emotion towards it, not just, you know, if they get something new, that's fine, it's cool for about 2 seconds, but if they're taking on the emotional journey, it's with them for life.
They love it, and then they build it, and then and it's like, and then you kind of get, when I first started doing it, I was, again, with Naish, I'm like, a little bit nervous, Naish. What happens if, you know, we spend all this time and effort, because it's an expense from both parties. Like, we both go, all right, we've got this customer, we're not sure if he's in, but I kind of go, look, we'll build him this design to, you know, show him
good
what
faith.
Can be
it's
done.
like, let's just dangle the carrot in front of him.
And some of them, you know, I think probably 90% of them are all in, I suppose. There's some that you go, well, what happened? And some probably just don't go ahead with the project.
Whether that's
they go, I can't have the budget,
or
you know, it's probably not the vision that I wanted whatsoever. And then I'll worry about what happens with that picture. And it's like, would they go to another upholstery shop? But I'm thinking, if they went to another upholstery shop
to try and translate,
and go, this is what I want done, it's pretty average, for the upholstery shop to go, we can do that. And it's like, you can't. That's not true. And then B, it's like you've taken Naish's work that
Yeah, it's
we've
like
commissioned,
it's IP. Yeah, it's
that we, you know, so, and we haven't run into that problem yet, but it always, you know, those things, I think one day it'll probably happen, there's no doubt.
Yeah, well, touching on those kind of issues and stuff, that's why on my socials, I don't really plug any of the design work that I've done.
Correct.
Because a lot of that does have, you know, intellectual property and ramifications involved if that's to get out before it's released.
Correct.
Or anything like that. So, like, you know, I work for a big company based in the UK. Well, they're actually a global company that are
Huge.
Transcal, and they're phenomenal. Like the scope of work that they do, but like I've got NDA with them, so 100%. I can't really talk about really any of the projects that we're working on.
Which is good.
It's awesome, man. Like it's literally my automotive dream living out in reality.
Oh.
So. And
that's the good thing that I do, like going back to even the boat scope, because we build for manufacturers now because of Naish's designs. We'll build a design and one boat builder will want it this style and then another one will want it that style, and then they might say, oh, what are they doing? I'm like, it's proprietary, we can't talk about it. Like, and they respect that, and it's good. It's like,
no,
it's no being a wanker or an ego. It's like, sorry, it's proprietary information.
Yeah,
we can offer suggestions. Like I come up and you come up with ideas. Oh, what about LED lighting or embossing or LFE and all this stuff? Everyone gets the same option, and some it doesn't suit their style, and that's perfect.
Yeah, that's totally fine. And like if
some are multicolored, some are single colored.
If 4 different companies wanted to choose this as their primary color, I will do everything within my power to make 4 different unique designs.
100%.
That, you know, someone's like, that's definitely, you know, their brand, or that's their brand, or that's their brand. So it's instantly recognizable.
And as their brand. And the boat owner or the boat builder company, whatever it is, they know if that suits their style or not. Yeah. Because we build it and they might go, no, I don't like that, I don't like that. And that's the good thing that I do like, the robustness that we can go, you'll send me a design and go, nah, man, I don't like it. Doesn't mean I don't like you. It just means that I don't like that.
Like, I never get personally offended if someone doesn't like my designs. It means
that's the best bit. We don't have time for bullshit. It's like, no, man, I need something different.
Well, we've got to commercialise what we do, because if we're just fluffing up, wasting time, we're wasting money.
Yeah, it's not good.
But if I don't hit the brief, then that's on me.
Yeah.
I feel like I haven't done my job right if the client's not happy.
Yeah.
I'll come back, I'll do a revision, and if I still haven't hit it, then it might be time to just be like, okay, well, either let's look at it with fresh eyes, or you know, let's stop this project and move on to something else.
No, it's cool, man. It's really cool. So,
and well, the other idea I've had, I don't think I've shared with you yet.
Okay.
So there's one boat, right? There's one style of design at the moment. There's a sporty feel.
Yeah.
What if we introduced a sporty feel, a luxury feel, or a party feel within the same boat? So you've got different designs for the same boat,
100%,
at different levels of the market, and you can tailor that.
That's where you'd have, you know, your 50-foot plus cruiser or your houseboat, where, you know, what we were speaking, like just the idea that you've just thrown then is where you'd have your daytime luxury pack.
Yep.
Where you're out on the sunbed doing all that, and then you might have your party mode where it's got LED, but it just basically is a simple pull it out, put the new one in.
And you know what we're talking about.
Oh, yeah,
some of the stuff we saw overseas. This in the next couple of years, I think it'll turn into a fashion thing with your boat. It's like seasonally, you'll be able to change it up yourself and do it that way.
Plus, from the customer's point of view, boats are so expensive now. A new wakeboard boat is drug money. Like that's the thing that blew you away. The cost of the boats is just
like cars are expensive, but boats are next level. Like
so, like an old, you know, a 10-year-old boat, still $100,000+, and
what's
they're like,
the new
to
one?
get the new one, it's $300. And people are like, well, I'll just spend money that I've got, make my boat feel brand new. It's the best.
Yeah, because what's the cost on like a retune?
So if you had 10 to 20 grand as your budget. Yeah. You can make your boat look brand new.
Yeah, so like 10% of the cost of the boat.
5%.
Yeah, well there you go. Yeah,
2.5%, depending on what boat you buy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So,
but not only that, if you still wanted to buy the new boat, your resale on that boat would be a lot more too.
Up, yeah.
Yeah.
If you spent 10, that's what happens. Customers will, I want to sell my boat. We get phone calls all the time. I'm looking at a Malibu, the interior is thrashed. What do you reckon? I'm like, mate, it's 10 to 15 grand, blah, blah, blah. and they're like, oh, I'm going to crunch the guy for 20 grand. But if they spent 10 grand, they'll get 30 or 20 more $1,000.
Yeah, you can start
Helps
higher
them
and then
promote their next
Yeah,
buy.
definitely.
So they're the things that I think are really cool. But
well, yeah, and the
that's-
other good thing you guys do with like offcuts and wastage is you've got the bags and
100%.
that
The
range
bags
too.
are cool. We're going to start getting into this lifestyle range. We've I was a little bit not against it. Like it's out of my box.
Yeah,
it's out of my comfort
it's like,
zone.
why am I
But
doing
the
this? Why do I
customers
need
are
to
like,
do
man,
this?
this is cool. I want one of these and I want that. And it's like, so yeah, we've got so many things that we want to add on to that are going to come across with the help from Naish. We can come up with some cool designs and ideas and yeah, it's been amazing. So I just want to say thanks heaps to everyone for watching. Our YouTube stuff's going off. Get onto Naish. What's your social? Naish Art?
At Naish Art.
At Naish Art.
Yeah.
He's our guy. Hit him up directly for anything you need. He's bloody legendary. He's really good and really like him. So like, share, subscribe our stuff as well. Follow Bundoora. It's bloody getting cool. Lots of people are seeing it. It's fun. Yeah, it is a bit of a, I don't know. It's probably something I'll push myself out of the box. A bit like Naish, I suppose, made me get out of my box. The old Iron Man. I met in January last year. I think I was with David and Naish was on the phone, and he's like, "I'm doing this Iron Man," and I'm like, "You gotta have."
You're like, what the fuck's an Iron Man?
Yeah,
I think
you're like, pretty much.
What do you mean? You're like,
And Dave's like, "No, man, Naish was really good when he was young," and I'm like,
Yeah.
and then I was watching him and I'm following him on your socials and just shit that I'd seen,
yeah,
and I'm like, all right, I'm doing it. I did a half Ironman, so it was because of him. He put me through so much.
yeah.
pain,
You'd literally
but
done no riding, no swimming,
No,
no running,
bullshit.
and what in under 3 months?
yeah, just
you
went hard.
just smashed one out.
Still
I was
paying
like,
for it today,
yeah,
but
crazy.
yeah, so we'll do another one together. We'll definitely do something in the future, but
we'll get the Bundoora kit and away
yeah,
we go.
we'll get going. So
Yeah.
but yeah, so take it easy. Thanks heaps, and
Thanks,
yeah, we'll
guys.
see you around.
See ya.